that all of them?
I think so. I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died, Brit. Calling upon...
Clive.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cuttings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Martha to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive. He's...
We've laid the abbot to rest, but the bearers...
No, they didn't. But it was there. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their...
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials as she and the...
I've gathered the bearers' remains.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust downs.
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
Spotted us, Torgal? What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball. didn't see that coming. That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
They called themselves our country. No one survived then.
I'm sorry.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean Cole said you cast their remains, but it should have been me.
How?
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumours started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit them. I assumed it was all just nonsense, nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about...
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these black sheep? Which begs the question. My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more... If those Imperials think they can come in here again and... Oh, before I forget, Astolas from Autolat. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me...
Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
Oi! You handy, course you are. Bet you're a... Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock...
Chocobos.
You are... And not just any choc. Whiteheart and her flock.
Chocobos.
It's true. Well, go on, then.
All right.
There's a good...
Where can I find
I
thee?
saw him cut across the way over yonder. You save Whiteheart and don't worry. You'll know her when...
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. and give those no good bastards.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo. A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight. Nice try.
We got you. You didn't think you'd been bad for business. But I reckon some...
Not around here, they weren't.
Oh.
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her.
Piss off.
All right, then. Stay down. You're safe now. White Hart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be. Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! I thought I'd come and see how... Oh, you sorted them. And the whole flock made it...
Thankfully, they did.
Well, no, I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry, I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master... Told you. And it's...
Is that it?
Well, oh, stay right where you are. Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed.
Ah, few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old White Hart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry. You hear that, White Hart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos...
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Anyhow, best be on my way.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Live to fight another day.
Best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Arthur's a stout soul, all right. Anyone else would be out cold after what she's been through.
Never a dull moment, is there? A lot's changed since Eastpool. And it ain't just a bit. Most folk round here, so I told him. Reckon they'd spare you. This town, You stay safe now.
Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
I know.
Gav.
I hear there's trouble.
On autumn's breath, ill tidings bore, first while home. Ah, Clive! How I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Arthur.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait. Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
What are we waiting for, indeed?
That room's as ragged as...
So Martha's all right.
What's the matter, Nick? The hunt board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. But with the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorize, then perhaps I can.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.